there are certain advantages of this KP prediction method, and I will simply tell few of the advantages. So in Vedic astrology, you need to remember so many things about the planet. That means for the strength of the planet, you have to find out whether the planet is in exaltation or planet is in debilitation, who is the enemy of the planet, whether it is in the friendly sign, whether the degree is going to actually enhance the energy of the planet. So many things, so many formulas and so many rules you have to remember. But here you don't need to remember so many things. Only 5 points you need to remember and you can predict precisely using the KP prediction system. Okay. So now what is the similarity between Vedic astrology and KP astrology? Similarity between Vedic astrology and KP astrology are the basic fundamentals. That means the planet and their karakatva are same in Vedic astrology as well as KP astrology. For example, which planet is going to provide status?
Sun.
Sun. It is same in both the astrologies. Which planet is to be seen for the job?
Saturn.
Saturn. It is also the same in KP astrology. So karakatva is same. Planets play the very same role. But the best thing is you don't need to actually go through what is the
Varga chart.
chart relationship with the planet. Different kind of Varga charts you don't need to go through. So very simplified method is this. So every astrologer must understand how this method works. I'm not going to do the calculation here. You can see my previous videos for the calculation part. We'll simply find out how the planets are going to influence the result and what kind of result they will give. Okay. So now what we have to remember is every planet behaves as a planet as given in the Vedic astrology chart. Karakatva is same. So now the first thing is we have to find out who is the nakshatra lord of the planet, because the planet is going to give the result of which one? It's nakshatra lord. Okay. So I have already told you how to find out the nakshatras. So I will start with Aries. So Aries is of how many degrees? 30 degree.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
in Placidus system, these signs have the 30 degrees term, but the houses are not of equal value. The houses are not of exact 30 degrees. Houses can be less than that, houses can be more than that. As Ramji has told, we will also use the Bhapchalit chart for finding out the result or the prediction. But if somebody is saying sun will give what kind of result? Suppose Vedic में आपको जानना है कि your sun is going to give the result. What kind of result it will give? So how you actually proceed? First we have to see that where sun is situated in your chart. Sun is whether the Yog Karak or not. It is the owner of which house. It is sitting in which house. In Navmansa, where is sun? In D10 chart, what is the role of sun? Who is sitting around sun? Who is aspecting sun? So you have to see the aspect, you have to see the position, you have to see the degree, you have to see the Varga chart. You have to see lot many things. But in KP astrology, wherever sun is present, what you have to see is the nakshatra lord of sun. Okay? Because sun is going to give the result of its nakshatra lord prominently. Then what kind of other result sun can give? So now, this is the first prominent result, number 1. It will give the result of the nakshatra lord. I will show the chart and I will say how you are going to get it. Then, suppose your sun is sitting in the Virgo sign. Then sun will give the result of what? Result of the house and the sign where it is placed. Result of the house and the sign where it is placed. So in KP astrology, house theory, planet theory, the surface level theory and their karakatva and their importance is always there. That has to be remembered. But further informations are not required. So now, if a planet is to be found out for certain results in the chart, then we must concentrate on the nakshatra lord of the planet. Then the sign where the planet is sitting. Okay? So suppose Sun has the nakshatra lord moon and Sun is sitting in the sign of Venus. Then what result Sun will prominently give? Sun will give the result of the moon first. Okay? Whatever result moon will try to give, because of its placement, Sun will give the result of moon. As Sun is in the sign of Venus, same Taurus, then Sun will again give the result of Taurus. Then Sun will give the result of Leo, owned house. Okay? Leo. And finally, we may or may not decide about aspect, because aspect is again, as I have told, is not that important in KP astrology. But if it is aspecting, directly influencing a particular house, as you know, Sun and Moon always influences the 7th house. So अब Sun किसका result देगा? It will give the result of the 7th from it. लेकिन उसका एनर्जी जब बचेगा तभी देगा. First, it will give the result of its nakshatra lord. Second, it will give it the result of the sign where it is placed. Third, the sign that it owns. And finally, the house which it influences because of its drishti. But you may not also consider this drishti in Kirpi astrology. All are clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ,
Absolutely.
इसको हम यूज करेंगे. ठीक है. Now come to this. For predicting, the simplest thing is to understand that for a event to be happening, we have to consider the sublord first. Sublord. And I will show you what is sublord. Okay? But you have to remember the importance of this sublord. So now, if we are going to find out in a particular chart, then suppose Mercury is sitting in a Scorpio sign. So who is the sign lord of Mercury?
Mars.
Mars is the sign lord of Mercury. Suppose from the degree you found out that Mercury is sitting at 29 degree in Scorpio, then who is the nakshatra lord?
Mercury.
Mercury, because every water sign ends with Mercury as the nakshatra lord. Every water sign. Okay. Similarly, every fire sign starts with Ketu. The first 13 degrees, 13 degree 20 minutes will be always occupied or owned by Ketu. Ketu will be the nakshatra lord. So एरीज का पहला 13 डिग्री 20 मिनट, लियो का पहला 13 डिग्री 20 मिनट, सैजिटेरियस का पहला 13 डिग्री 20 मिनट. Who is the lord?
Ketu.
Okay. So now this is, so once you know the sign lord, then you know the nakshatra lord, as we have told, Ketu. Thereafter again the same nakshatra is divided into 9 parts. So you know 13 degree 20 minute is divided into 4 parts. Pada of the nakshatra. Isn't it? Now if we are going to divide the whole nakshatra into 9 parts, then their lords will again be Ketu, Venus and all the other planets. 9 planets will be the lords. Now nakshatra lord followed by sublord. Okay? So now when you are also further subdividing nakshatra lord, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? Sublord. So we have to focus on the sublord. ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है. हमारे रीडिंग का सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट जो है sublord है. For example, suppose someone is asking about birth of a child. So what is the house which is associated with birth of a child?
Fifth house.
5th house. So where we have to focus for the result?
Sublord of.
Sublord of the 5th cosp. Okay? Very simple. वैदिक एस्ट्रोलॉजी में फिफ्थ लॉर्ड को देखना है, फिफ्थ हाउस को देखना है, फिर उस पे किसका दृष्टि है, साइड में कौन से प्लैनेट हैं, उसको कौन देख रहा है, कौन सा दशा चल रहा है. बट हियर फॉर द prediction about birth of a child, your focus should be on the fifth house and on the sublord of the fifth cusp. Okay, what is cusp? Cusp is again house. So in Vedic astrology, the midpoint of the house is always important. It is a very powerful position, midpoint. That means suppose your Lagna rising is 22 degree. Then 22 degree of every house is very important. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
And if otherwise somebody is asking what is the most powerful position of a sign, then you will tell 15 degree of the sign. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Middle of that sign is very powerful. The beginning of the sign is childish in nature. A child has very little amount of power. Similarly, 24 to 30 degree is about old people. Then the middle people, middle-aged people, young, youth, everything is there, but we don't need to go all into it. Because in cost study, the beginning of the house is very important. Okay? Cusp is nothing but the beginning of a particular bhava or a house. Are you getting it? So in Vedic astrology, the midpoint is important, the Lagna degree is important, but in KP astrology, the beginning of the house is important. This is the difference. Okay? So now, every particular question is associated with a primary house. And that is why its sublord is most important. Suppose somebody is asking about job, then which house to see?
10,
Sixth, sir.
6,
So in KP astrology, few changes are there. You have to see the sixth house, okay? Sixth cusp. Because sixth cusp is actually associated with our karma. It is 10th away from the ninth house, past karma. Okay? Similarly, it is the house of money. 2, 6 and 10 are the money triangles. And 6 is also associated with the day-to-day activities and your profession. So that is why sublord of the sixth house is important. Suppose somebody is asking about business, then which is the house?
Seventh.
Seventh cusp is important. Suppose somebody is asking you about the foreign travels, which house is important?
Ninth.
12th,
12th. Suppose somebody is asking you about the jail,
Ninth house
will I
again.
be imprisoned? Again 12th house.
12,
Suppose somebody is asking about health, then first
6,
house and sixth house. Okay, first house, that is the bhava which is associated with robust health, good health. So you have to check that first house. Suppose somebody is asking about his younger brother, immediate younger brother, which house?
3,
Third house.
Third
Suppose
house.
somebody is asking about guru, which house?
9th house.
Ninth house. So we have to focus on the sublord. That is the first thing of KP astrology reading. Now there are supplementary houses also. Okay, there are supplementary houses. So for childbirth, which are the supplementary houses? Tell me using some logic.
2, 5, 12.
11,
Huh,
7 and
11,
11.
Definitely 11th. Okay.
7,
And this house is very
second,
important in KP astrology. 11th house is very important. रावण ने अपने बेटा इंद्रजीत का सारे प्लैनेट्स को कौन से हाउस में रखने का कोशिश किया था?
11th.
11th house.
11th. 11th is associated with इच्छा पूर्ति. 11th is associated with social media interactions. 11th is associated with elder brothers. 11th is associated with material fulfillment. So that is why हमारे लाइफ में जो fulfillment आता है, that is because of a family. That is also because of some material things. That is because of money. तो इसीलिए 11th का कनेक्शन बाय डिफॉल्ट सभी के साथ होना चाहिए. गेन. 11th is the house of gain. Similarly, family is associated with second house. So ये जो सब लॉर्ड है, फिफ्थ वाला सब लॉर्ड, उसका कनेक्शन किसके साथ होना चाहिए? एनीबॉडी हु कैन से?
सेकंड एंड 11th के
Second
साथ।
and 11.
11th and 2nd. Very good. So you started with fifth house sublord, but you have to find out the connection of the sublord with the second house and the 11th house. Okay. Suppose you are asking me about financial improvement through your business. Then what are the houses?
2, 7, 11.
You have to start with sublord of 7th, and you have to look into the 11th relationship with this sublord and also the second relationship, because money is also related to the second house, but primarily 11th house, 7th, 11th and 2nd. Somebody is asking about marriage, then also 7th, 11th and 2nd. So now see, the business and the family relationship, they have a very serious relationship with this particular combination. We have to see how they are different, but the basic thing is the same. Every question must start with the primary house, and the sublord has to be seen, and the connection of the sublord has to be seen with respect to the supplementary houses. So now whenever you have a set of houses for a particular event to happen, 12 from every such house is the negation. Okay. So childbirth, what are the primary houses?
5,
2,
5,
5,
11, 2,
11,
5
and
is
2.
the primary house, followed by 11 and 2. So
11,
now which are the 12 from all these houses? Fourth,
4th,
4,
4, 10,
10,
10,
first,
and
1.
and Lucknow.
10th, fourth, first and 10th. Who is the primary karaka? Say the fifth sublord is Rahu. Fifth sublord is Rahu. And Rahu is sitting in the fourth house. What will happen? It will negate.
Difficult to get.
The dispositor of Rahu is sitting in the 11th. Again, it is connected to Rahu, isn't it? So now we have to consider how many positives are there and how many negatives are there. But the first thing is connection. If the sublord is Rahu, then how Rahu is connected to the second house, to the 11th house and to the fifth house? Is it falling into the 12th of these houses, or it is having more relationship with the 12th of the houses? Then the native will suffer from lack of child in life, or childbirth will be delayed. Very simple rule, remember this. Now, when there is a connection between the planet and the sublord, connection between the houses through the sublord, then again we have to check the timing of the event. So from where you will find the timing?
Dasha.
Antar Dasa.
Dashantar.
And what dasa we are going to use? You are going to use the Vinshotri dasa. Okay. And there is a 6-minute gap between the Ayamansa used in Kepi astrology and the Lahiri Ayamans. So that is why there is a difference of some 15 days maximum between the happening of the events. But we will check. I will also tell you about the time correction technique today in the class. So now the first thing is we have to note down the dasa, and we have to find out the activated connections of sublord and the houses. So primarily what we have to do, we have to find out a sort of planets associated with the result. Suppose the fifth sublord is Rahu, and some planets are sitting in the 11th house, and Rahu is connected to the 11th house. Rahu is also connected to the 5th house in terms of nakshatra lord, or in terms of the sign, or Rahu is connected to the 2nd house, then the probability of getting the child will be maximum. Okay, because here there is no bad planet or good planet. All the things are found out from the connections of the planets with the concerned houses. If they are connected to the 12th of the houses, then the result will be a failure. If they are connected to the houses directly, then the chances of getting the result is maximum. So in the dasa system, the planet which is the Mahadasa Lord is equivalent to the sign Lord. Okay. The Mahadasa Lord is equivalent to the sign Lord. It is not very important for the result of an event. Sign lord. The Antardosha lord is equivalent to the Nakshatra lord. Okay? And the Pratyantardosha lord is equivalent to the sublord. It is very important. For timing of the event, you can go into Sukma Dasa and the other dasas also. But these planets are going to be connected to the dasa, or their nakshatra lord are going to be connected. I will show you. From this, you can simply predict the time of the event. So we'll check some charts and I will tell how to find the connection. Similarly, you can use this particular technique for Horari prediction or Prasna chart Kundli. And at times, the chart will directly tell you about the result using the very same formula. Somebody is asking you, you have to find out the lagna of the chart, you have to cast a chart, and you have to find out the result using the very principle. Asking about money, then money houses to be studied. Asking about child, the house of child to be studied. Asking about job, the house of job has to be studied. But suppose you are not finding out any clear-cut answer, then you have to check who is the day lord of the question chart. Suppose the question is asked on a Sunday. So who is the day lord?
Sun.
Sun is the day lord. Then again you have to see the lagna lord, because every prasna kundli has a lagna. So who is the lagna lord? So suppose the lagna rising is at a particular degree, then you can find out from the degree the lagna lord, and also you can find out who is the nakshatra lord of that lagna. Okay. So how many things we have found out? Day lord, then lagna lord, then nakshatra lord of the lagna. Similarly, sign of the moon and the nakshatra lord of the moon. Okay. Who is the nakshatra lord of the moon and who is the moon sign lord? So suppose moon is in the Taurus sign. Then again from the degree of moon you have to find out who is the nakshatra lord of moon. These 5 things will guide you to give positive answer or negative answer. I will tell, but I will take a second class for this. KP, Prasna, Kundli analysis. But these are the 5 main factors. We'll come to that. Before you start predicting, you must do birth time rectification. That means 3 important events of the native must be checked, and accordingly fine adjustments has to be made. So we'll directly go into the chart and we'll find out how things are going to help you in analyzing or getting a particular question. So now this is the most important thing to consider, and that is why I am sharing the chart here. Okay. So if you have anybody's chart, you can tell me and I will try to show that how things are to be corrected and how things are going to be applied. Okay. So now, can anybody share name?
Sir, Ram, 21st March 1974.
Just a minute. हाँ जी, राम जी हो गया, शॉर्ट में लिख दिया. क्या है
1st March
21st March
1974. 1974, sir.
74 and time
Afternoon 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
15 minutes. 1:15. 1:15. 1:15.
150 is 13, na?
13, correct. Correct, sir. 13:15.
1350 and seconds.
No, 15, sir. 15. 15. Second 0.
Okay. 15
15.
and second is 00. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And what is the place of birth?
Udupi. UD.
Udupi, Karnataka, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I have shown the kundli here. Okay, so as we are reading KP system, so now this is the planet and the cusp. The chart is shown. Okay, so now what I am telling is these are the important factors, and you can simply by putting the data find out these things. You click on the KP system and you can see that every planet has a Rasi Swami, Nakshatra Swami, Sublord and Sub-Sublord, isn't it? Who is the Nakshatra Lord of Sun here? See and tell me.
Saturn. Saturn.
Saturn.
Saturn is the Nakshatra Lord.
Uttarabhadra.
Who is the Sublord of Sun?
Mercury.
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 And who is the Sub-Sublord? Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Jupiter and Mercury will help you to zero in the timing. Okay. Similarly, every planet, because of their degree, has a Rasi Lord, has a Nakshatra Lord, has a Sublord, and finally the Sub-Sublord. And these are the bhavas, which are very much important in deciding the question. So now we'll directly come to understand how things work. So Ramji, when your first child was born?
April 26th, 1999, sir.
April 26, 1999. Okay. So now, first child. So now, who will give the result of the first child? Anybody who can say?
15.
See the chart and tell.
Fifth
Cosp is shown.
Mars.
ओके देखो और बताओ अभी तो मैंने बताया आपको कैसे देखना है रिजल्ट को सो नाउ द थॉबलर मस्ट बी रिलेटेड isn't it
Yes, sir.
Mars.
I have told you the primary house has to be decided and the sublord has to be related to that. So now who is the sublord? Just focus on that and
Mars.
tell me Mars is the sublord. That means child should be seen with respect to Mars. But now the second stage, connection of Mars with which houses?
11 and 2nd.
11th and 2nd.
11th and 2nd houses. So now we'll go to that and also we'll find out how they are connected. Okay. So now, which chart I have to see for that?
Bhava chart. AP Bhava chart.
This is the cost chart. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you see Mars. Mars is in which house?
11th house, sir.
In the 11th house. So now there is a connection, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Direct connection. And what about the second house?
Moon.
So now we have to see how Mars is connected to these houses. Mars is connected to the 11th house and to the 2nd house. Okay. So now I will directly go to the cusp. Okay. So now see 11th house is the sign lord, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
11th
Yes,
Bhav. Okay. And now moon is coming in the 4th place. Okay. The second lord is coming in the 4th place. So we are simply finding out the connection. If there is a direct connection, then you are definitely going to be rewarded with the result. So we will find out how the connections is going to predict the date also. Now come to the second house. Moon is
2nd
there.
Lord is in. Yes, sir.
Second lord is moon. Okay. And if we are going to the sublord level or the connections, then we can at best see the connection of Saturn here and the connection of Venus here in the 11th. The nakshatra lord is Venus, the nakshatra lord is Saturn. So every
Saturn.
planet gives the result of the nakshatra lord or the sign where it is placed. So now you have to simply see these planets and we have to find out whether these planets are active during the birth of the child or not. Are you getting it?
Got it, sir.
First, we have to see the connection with the primary houses. Which connection? Connection of Mars. Why connection of Mars? Because
Sublord
Mars
of
is
it.
the sublord and it will give the result of the 5th house or the child. Mars will give the result. Okay. So now don't ask me about second child, third child, but we have to see how we are going to get this result. Now the connection is Mars is directly sitting in the 11th house. So you don't need any connection, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And what is that? A planet sitting in a house gives the result of the house stronger than the lord of that house. So here Mars is the lord also. Isn't it? Mars is sitting in the own house.
Yes, sir.
So now the connection is there. Now we have to come to the chart of the planets. See the Mars, Moon. Mars is connected to Moon, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Moon was the lord of the second house. And what about Moon? Moon is connected to
Rahu.
Saturn, Rahu, and Jupiter.
Yeah.
Jupiter.
Okay. So now let's try to find out how these primary planets that we are talking about are associated with the birth of the child. Okay. So now I am coming to that. Dasa. Vinshotri Dasa. Okay. So now you have to tell me the date again. Date of birth
Sir,
of the child.
April 26th, 1998.
April
1999,
26,
sorry. 1999.
1999.
Nine.
Okay. April 26. Okay. So now you can see Ketu here, isn't it?
Correct, sir.
And Dasa of
Jupiter.
Jupiter. Okay. So now we can also further subdivide it, but it is not dividing here. Okay.
Sir, Upar there is a option, sir. Mahadasha Pratyantar Dasha. If you go back to Dasha system,
Dasa,
go to Vimshottari Dasha.
Vinshotri Dasa.
Here you can see Mahadashanta Dasha. You click on PD1, sir.
This one, na?
No, click on that. Yes, sir.
Ah. So come to that 99.
Correct, sir. Or thoda piche. Yeah, there you are.
Okay.
Jupiter Ketu Mars चल रहा था. Rahu. Jupiter. Saturn, sir. Jupiter Ketu Saturn.
Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn. Okay, Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn.
बेटे का जन्म हुआ था बेटे का
बेटे का सर. हाँ.
ठीक है, Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn. Can you tell me the exact date again?
26th April 1999, sir.
26th April. 26th April 1999. That is Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn. Okay.
Correct. Sir.
Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn. So Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn and the planets that we have found out were associated with Mars and Moon. Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn. Let's check. Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn. Okay. So now see Jupiter, Ketu, and Saturn. For that, the primary planet that we have seen was associated with Mars, and Mars is related to Moon, and Jupiter is again associated with Rahu, and Ketu is related to Mars. Okay, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So we have to find out the connection because Ketu will give the result of Mars. So that is why Ketu must play a very prominent role. And again, you can see from the date you can find out that Ketu has the Nakshatra Lord Mars and Mercury is the sublord. Okay. And what was the other? Jupiter. Jupiter is giving the result of Rahu. So Rahu must be expecting Ketu and activating that. And finally again Jupiter and Venus. So we'll
Yes.
see how this particular connection can come to the fore of certain charts. Can you tell me another event?
Sir, my second child,
Yes. What is the date?
April 4th, 2011.
4th April 2011. Can anybody tell me where to see the second child?
Seventh house.
So we must go to the second, seventh house. Okay. So now second child must be related to the seventh house. So now I have to find out the seventh house first. See who is the nakshatra lord? Seventh,
Jupiter.
Venus.
Yes.
Nakshatra lord is Venus, and the
Correct.
sublord is Jupiter. So we have to focus on Jupiter, and Jupiter must be again connected to the
11th house.
11th
11th house and the second house.
second
Okay.
house.
So now we have
दूसरा भी
to
बेटा है
see
क्या?
that. We have to see this way only the connection of Venus and sorry, the connection of Jupiter to the 5th house and the 11th house, second house. The primary house is 7th house and the second house is secondary houses are 11th house and the second house. So again, I have to go to the KP Dasa system. Okay. So focus on Jupiter here and also the script of Jupiter. What is that? Rahu, Jupiter and Venus. Okay. Jupiter is giving the result of Rahu and followed by Jupiter and Venus. So we have to find out the connection between that 11th house. So who was the lord of the 11th house? Mars.
Mars.
And who is the nakshatra lord of Mars? Moon. This connection you have to find out. And who is the nakshatra lord of Moon? Rahu. So in the last also Rahu was associated and Moon was one of the primary houses. So that is why Rahu was prominent, Ketu was prominent, and we found out from them only. So see, again the Dasa system. Okay. Vinchotri Dasa. And AD and PD. So now what is the date? Ramji.
For 8th April 2011, sir.
8th April 2011.
11. आपको नेक्स्ट करना पड़ेगा सर.
So you have to go to the Dasa. Vinchotri Dasa. Okay, this one. Sunny, Mercury.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 8th April पता है ना?
Correct, sir. 8th April. Correct. Venus का चल रहा है.
Shani, Mercury and Venus. So these are the main planets. Shani, Mercury and Venus. Let's
Venus.
get back to see Shani, Mercury and Venus. So now what we are checking about was the role of the planets, Shani, Mercury and Venus. So Jupiter was the sublord, isn't it?
Correct, sir. Jupiter was sublord. Venus was the nakshatra lord.
Venus was the nakshatra lord. So now for Jupiter, this was the condition. Then for Mars, again Mercury is there. Venus is again playing a role. And thereafter Moon, Shani, Mercury and Venus. So now we can also check the nakshatra lord of Rahu. Nakshatra lord of Rahu is Ketu. And similarly for Moon, Rahu. So now accordingly, if you are not going to get the exact answers, some time correction technique has to be used. At
Correct.
times you will simply find out the direct script. You are seeing the planet, you will all find out the planet exactly in order. Okay? The primary and important planets. That is the first step. The second step is finding their nakshatra lords. because the planet result is going to be given by the nakshatra lord. So if you are not directly seeing the planet, you have to see their nakshatra lord, and there must be a kind of coherence with the 4-5 stages of the timing, because here only 4 stages are there: the Rasi Lord, Nakshatra Lord, Sub Lord, and Sub Sub Lord. But when you are going to find out the Dasa system, you will have Dasa, Antar Dasa, Pratyantar Dasa, Sukshma Dasa, and Pran Dasa. And that will exactly give you the result of that. Suppose we are going to ask about the job, the third thing. When you got the first job, sir?
6 hours.
Ram sir, when you got the first job, so now take another chart, okay? By the time he is again coming back, we have to take another chart, okay? So let's see. We have to find out another chart. Anybody who is going to give the details? We have to find out job using the details, okay? And I will do some time correction, and I will again show in the next class how we are going to exactly find out the particular chart telling events correctly. So here less than 1 minute's correction should be there, and we have to check that, and you can do that very easily by applying certain conditions. By taking some events, you can back calculate and you can easily correct. Second was 0 0, that has to be corrected, okay? And anybody who want to provide the details so that we can check?
Sir, I will give, sir. I know the dates of joining date. So
Tell me.
my date of birth is 18 January 1994.
In January. Okay. 18 January 4. And what is the time?
3 hours, 5 minutes.
And second?
No,
No
sir.
idea.
No, sir. No idea.
Here we have to do the corrections. Place of birth?
Vijayawada.
Vijayawada.
Last year, in September, I joined a job, sir. And even changed place also.
Just a minute.
From my okay, sir.
क्या डे बताए थे आपने? 18th?
18, yes, sir. 18 January
18 January
1994.
1994. Then
3 hours,
time was 05
5 minutes.
into
Vijayawada.
Vijayawada. It's not coming in the chart, na?
Sir, why after why A also there?
Is it Vijalapuram?
Vijaya. No, Vijaya. Vijayaya. Now it
Vijayawada.
will come, sir.
But it is not coming, na?
No, sir. It's No, click on side, sir.
Yes,
No,
Vijayawada,
that one, sir.
Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So when you got the first job, you are asking about job.
No, yes, sir. Last year, 17, I changed job and location, sir. And last month also, I changed job and location.
Okay, so we'll take the condition for last year, huh? So now,
No, okay.
from where you have to see the job change, anybody who can say?
611, 2611, sir.
So job is seen from 2611, but change of job. Okay. So there is a change of job. So we have to find out a new job, that means. Okay, change of job. So again, 2, 6 and 11. So there must be a prominent role of that. 2, 6 and 11. So for that, I have to first click on the KP system, then the planet and cusp. So which is the starting point? I have to see the sublord of the sixth cusp. Who is the sublord?
Moon.
Moon, sir.
So I have to find out the relationship of moon with the 11th lord and the what?
Second.
11th lord and the. So if you are talking about job, then 6 and 11, they have to be connected. Again, if some connection has to be found with 2 also. 6, 11, because it will change the financial combinations, financial conditions. But primarily it has to be related to 10th house and 11th house for job. And we have to see that. So now tell me, who is the sublord of the 11th house?
Mercury.
Mercury. Nakshatra Lord
Mercury.
Moon only, sir.
And moon and Venus and moon. So moon is prominent. Venus and Mercury, they are also prominent.
In
Venus,
10th house
moon,
also, same.
Mercury and moon. Okay. So now I have to find out first from the chart the connection between the cuspal sublord with these houses. So with the cuspal sublord, let me again check and I will tell. 6th house is for job. So now the sublord is moon and moon's connection has to be found out with the 10th house and the 11th house. So let's see the chart first. Okay. In the KP system, if you are going to see the chart, planet
So it
and
is right
cos.
there. It's right there.
Okay. So this is the chart. So now can you find out the connection of the 6th lord with the 11th?
Sir, 11th lord is Mercury. 6th lord is
11th
Mars.
lord
Fifth
is
Lord is
Mercury.
Mars.
6th lord is Mars. But we have to find out the connection between the cuspal sublord and the 11th and the second house. Okay. Connections between them. For a change to happen, this sublord must be related to the concerned houses. Okay. So now primarily see, here there is no planet. So you have to see who is the nakshatra lord of this particular house concerned. So moon was coming again and again in the picture. Okay. Moon was there. And what about the second house?
We have
Sir,
Venus.
here, those are planet degrees, sir. I mean, I think
those
those
are
are
the planet
changed.
degrees, but again, I have told you to find out from the house. The primary question starts with, we are looking about job. So the house is 6th house and we have to start with the sublord of the house. So accordingly, the 6th sublord is moon and there must be a connection of moon with 11th house and second house or 10th house. Okay. So see, for 10th house, who is the lord?
Sublord
Venus.
again Moon, sir.
Sublord is
Nakshatra
moon.
Lord
For the
Venus.
11th house, moon and Mercury. So now we have to focus on Venus and moon because they are the nakshatra lord. And we have to find out the relationship between them. If you can find out the relation of the sublord with these houses, then you can simply say that there is an activation and job is well documented or well answered by the chart. So for your queries and for your answers, we have to find out and see things like this. Sixth cosmos sublord is moon, and moon has to have a relationship with the 10th and the 11th lord. Venus, moon and Mercury. So see their chart here. Moon. Nakshatra lord is Saturn, followed by Mars. Similarly, the other was Venus, Sun and Saturn. And also we are connecting with Mercury, Moon and Rahu. So now the connections has to be seen. So now tell me the date. Last year's date,
Last year,
for job change.
sir, last year I changed and last month also changed. Last year September, sir.
Last year September. 2024 September, na?
Yes, sir.
So see, 24 September, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
now who are the
September
lord?
19 I joined.
Venus and Moon, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Venus and Moon was your Lord. Moon was coming again and again in the picture, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And who was the sublord? Sixth sublord? Again
Moon.
Moon.
Yes,
So
sir.
now Moon and
10th.
Venus connection was there, and you have to again check. That means the chart is matching with the prediction also. Okay. So now we can also
La-
correct it by changing the second to some level. But say again we have to check about the second job change. It was last month, na?
Yes, sir.
So now what is that? Last month's mean Jupiter is coming, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Venus and Jupiter. So let's check. Go to KP system, planet and cost, and find out. Moon is related to Jupiter, and also Mars and Saturn are there. Mars,
Jupiter sublord also moon, sir.
Jupiter sublord. Then Venus is also there. So again, you have to find out, and accordingly you have to finally check that how they are connected. So now there must be a direct connection between these houses with respect to moon. Which are the houses? 10th and 11th. So see, moon is there and moon is related to Venus, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And again, moon is related to Mercury. They were coming in the picture. Moon, Venus, Moon, Mercury. And if we are going to see the role of Jupiter also, Jupiter has the, okay, moon has the sublord of Jupiter. So now that is why the period was like that. So moon was playing the biggest role, and you have to find out the connection. So simple. First find out the sublord, find out the concerned houses, and then find the connection. When there is a kind of loss, then this connection should be with which planet?
5 and 10.
Just 12 from
1.
all the houses. 12 from all the houses. Okay. When there is a loss, then this connection should be with 12 from all the houses. So if job gain is to be seen from the 6th house and the 11th house, then the loss of job has to be seen from the 5th house and the 10th house. So 5th lord must be connected to the 10th, or 6th lord must be connected to the 10th and to the 1st, because 2nd is gain of money, new job, new amount of salary or money. So loss is seen from the 1st, loss is seen from the 10th. If there is a direct connection, then you can find out. So any other event? You tell me about any other event.
No, sir. No much important.
No. Anybody who want to share the chart? और किसको बताना है जी?
Sir, can I share the chart of my husband?
हाँ जी, नो इश्यूज. टेल मी द नेम.
Yeah, Naveen Maheshwari. Naveen.
नवीन. डे.
1st August 1974.
1st August
1974.
1974.
Yes, and
time?
timing is morning 11:12.
11,
12.
12. So see, second is also very important and we have to correct the
Second.
time according to that.
Okay.
Okay. And what is the place of birth?
Rajmahal, Jharkhand. Rajmahal. Jharkhand.
Raj Mahal,
Jharkhand.
Jharkhand.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the Kundli. So ask the question.
Sir, in 30th July, because of acid reflux, admitted in hospital for 2 to 3 days. Doctor not find out the reason.
What is the date? Can you repeat that?
30th July in 2025.
30th July 2025.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there was hospitalization and
Yeah,
also
for 2-3. Yes, sir. For 2 to 3 days.
any
I
kind
think
of operation also was he was operated also.
Not operation. Only testing is endoscopy and colonoscopy done. But nothing,
Okay.
nothing comes in report. Normal report is normal.
Report is normal, na? So
Yeah.
health issues are seen from the 6th house
Yes,
and
sir.
also hospitalization seen from the 12th house.
12,
Okay.
12 house.
So for hospitalization, we should focus on the 12th house.
Yes.
Okay. So all
Yes,
of
sir.
you must remember that. So I have to check first step of the particular question to be answered. So where I should click KP system. Okay. Then to the cusp. And for activation of the result, the primary subblood has to be found out. So whose subblood? Hospitalization is 12th house. So subblood is what?
Venus.
Venus.
Yes, sir.
Venus connection has to be seen with respect to which houses?
12th house and 6th house.
12th house and
6th
6th
house.
house. The connection of Venus has to be seen. Okay. Confinement. So 12th house and health, 6th house.
6th house.
So see, the
6th house also
6th
Venus.
house has Sunny as the Nakshatra Lord and Venus as the sublord. Okay. So now first we have to focus on Venus only. This is the first step. Everybody should remember this. There must be a connection for the event to happen. Connection of whom? Connection of the particular house sublord. So now the houses which are involved, they have to be related to this particular planet. So the houses are 6th house and 12th house. And again, health is also seen from the first house. So we have to go through the first house also. Who is the Nakshatra Lord? Mars. And who is the Nakshatra Lord of this 6th house? Saturn. Mars and Saturn. They must be connected to whom? They must be connected to Venus. Okay. So now this is the first answer. Now see the scripts of planets. Because if the planet is directly not involved, then we have to see the Nakshatra Lord of that. So now Mars was there. Who is the Nakshatra Lord? Ketu. And Venus was there. The Nakshatra Lord is Rahu. And the third planet was Saturn. Again Rahu. Okay, Rahu and so if the main planets are not there in the Dasa chart, then their Nakshatra Lord should be there. This is the combination. So now go to the Dasa chart. Okay. So now I have to click on the Binsotri Dasa. Dasa, Binsotri Dasa and this. July था ना मैम?
Yes, yes, in 2025.
2025 and July.
Not getting. So.
Where
Yes,
25 July?
25. Yes, 25. 30th July. 30th. 30.
30th July. So Rahu is coming, isn't it? And Jupiter and Mercury.
Yes, Jupiter, Mercury.
Dasa of Jupiter,
Mercury.
Antardasa of Mercury
Mercury.
and Rahu. Mercury and Rahu. Okay.
Yes.
So now you have to find out the connections. Let's check the connection. The Dasa is Jupiter, Mercury and Rahu. This is correct. Okay. Because the event has happened during this period. Jupiter, Mercury and Rahu. And the planets that we are talking about. कौन कौन से planet हमने बताया था? Planet जो हमने बताया था?
Venus, Saturn.
Venus, Saturn and Mars.
Mars.
Venus, Saturn and Mars. So Mars sublord is Ketu and Venus sublord is Rahu. So Rahu is coming and similarly Saturn sublord is also Rahu.
Sir,
Okay.
the sublord is Rahu, no? Not sublord.
Nakshatra lord is Rahu. Connection has to be seen with respect to Nakshatra lord or with respect to the planet. But whose connection has to be seen? Connection of the sublord. Connection of Venus. Okay. Who was the sublord of this 12th house? Venus was the sublord. So what was the dasa?
Jupiter,
Mercury dasa? Jupiter,
Rahu.
Mercury and
Rahu.
Rahu. Jupiter, Mercury and Rahu. So see whether they are or not. Jupiter, Mercury and Rahu, they must be coming on the nakshatra level. 6th, Saturn is there and 12th, Sun is there. And also in terms of planet, Mercury, then Jupiter is there. And for Jupiter, Jupiter is there. And for Rahu, Mercury is there. Okay. So Venus is not in the script. Okay. The connection of Venus has to be there. So for that, the birth time should be corrected. Okay. So can you tell me another event?
And also change the job in July month. Also change joining new job in 10th July.
Joining the new job, na?
In
So for
10th
new
July.
job, what are the houses?
Yes,
6th house
6th house.
and 11th house. Okay.
Yes.
So now the connection of Venus has to be again seen.
Yes.
Okay. Connection of Venus has to be seen. And that happened in the very same month.
Yes, in last month, July month, 10th of July
Okay.
2025.
So that means the question is again related to the very same thing. 12th house hospitalization, Venus was the Lord, and for 6th house, Venus was the Lord. Okay. Health issues and change in job has to be founded. So correction has to be done. Okay. Birth time correction should be there, then only you will have a direct connections.
Okay.
Can you tell me about the childbirth?
Childbirth is, sir, first I have two miscarriage first. So a live child, one child is after birth is in death in 8 months after expired. 8 months, 9 months.
So for miscarriage, let's see how the planets are going to help find out the events. So now miscarriage can be seen from which house?
So
Anybody who can say?
5th house.
4th house.
So now childbirth is from the 5th, 11th
It is
and
sorry,
2nd. So some kind of miscarriage should be seen from the 4th
yes.
and also 10th and 1st. 4th, 10th and 1st. So now directly the house involved should be 4th. So which is the planet? Ketu. Ketu's relation has to be found out with whom? With the first house, that is Mars. Ketu and Mars, and with the 10th house. Sunny. Ketu should be related to Mars and Saturn, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So now Ketu should be related to Mars and Saturn. So directly go to Ketu. Ketu. So now there is no connection. Mars, Ketu is there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And Saturn,
Sublord is Ketu.
sublord is Ketu, but Rahu is there. So
Nakshatra.
Ketu must be taken. Okay. So you have to see again, we have to see it from the chart also, how they are connected. So see how connected Ketu is with respect to the planets. Hmm? So this is the house, primary house for miscarriage. And Ketu should be connected to the other houses. Okay. So where is Ketu here in chart?
Eight
In the
house.
sign of Venus.
Yes.
Okay. And Venus is sitting with Sunny. So
And
there is a
Mercury.
connection. And also the other planet was Ketu,
Mars.
Venus and Saturn. Saturn and
Mars
Venus
and
are connected. Okay. Saturn, Venus are connected. And there must be a relationship with these houses. 12th to the house. Okay. Again, this is the house. Sun is related or not? We have to find out. Ketu and Sun are related or not?
Yes.
Ketu and Sun. Ketu and Sun.
Yes,
Related, na?
sun. Yes, so
Okay.
sublord is sun.
So this is how you have to find out. Once you find the primary planet, na, you have to find out the relation. How the planets affecting the result are connected to the planet. So why Ketu? Because Ketu is the Karaka in this case. It is the sublord of 4th house. 5th house is about children. 4th house is
Negative
negation
side.
of children.
Negative
So
side.
that is why Ketu. And with whom Ketu should be related? Ketu should be related to the 1st house and Ketu should be
Then 10th
related
house.
to the 10th house because they are 12 from the house. So who are the Nakshatra Lord? Saturn. And who are the Nakshatra Lord? Mars. So Ketu should be connected to Mars and Saturn. Okay. So now if that is the connection, then there will be chances of miscarriage. Okay. Mars, Ketu is directly there, isn't it? Ketu is directly connected to Mars.
Yes.
And similarly, Sun is sitting in the 10th house. So Sun is connected to Saturn. So all these planets should be acting. Then only they will activate the houses. Okay. So if you can understand, you can easily go through and you have to minutely find out the value of second also. Because at times the planet is in such a position that the nakshatra lord will change by shifting the planet by simply adding half minute or 40 second or 50 second to it. And you have to find out a particular answer to a particular event of your life. If the events are not matching, then birth time correction is a must. And when they are matched, you will exactly find out all the planets activated. Okay. So I have done a lot of birth time corrections. In the coming class, I will tell you how to correct the birth time. But formula you have to remember. For a particular result to be seen, we have to start with a sublot. And its connection has to be seen with respect to the houses which are going to give the result. Suppose somebody is asking about marriage. Then marriage has to be seen from 5th and 7th and 11th. If it is love marriage, 5th, 7th and 11th. And if there is a breakup or no marriage, then 4th, 6th and 10th. Okay. Divorce has to be seen. Marriage has to be seen from 7th and 11th. Divorce has to be seen from 6th and 10th. So now for divorce, the primary house is 6th house. So you have to start with the sublot. उसका कनेक्शंस देखिए और फिर आप देखिए उस दशा में उसका रिजल्ट मिलेगा. तो पहले अपने लाइफ का इवेंट्स देख लीजिए और उसको जो है आप ऐड करिए. बहुत ही इजी है. कैलकुलेशंस पार्ट देखने के बाद फिर आप जो है अपना प्रेडिक्शंस करेंगे, है ना. तो लास्ट क्वेश्चन टू ऑल ऑफ यू. अगर मानिए कोई फॉरेन पढ़ाई करने के लिए जाना चाहता है और उसने सवाल पूछा कब जाना है, तो कैसे देखोगे?
Five, 9, 12.
9 is for higher education, isn't it? 12 is for foreign settlement,
Foreign.
related to foreign, and 4th house is for education. Okay, 4th house education, because Jupiter is exalted there, it is directly associated with education. 4th, 9th and 12th. So now, as it is higher education, so we must focus on which sublot? 9th sublot.
Right.
And If positive result is there, which connection should be there? This sublord should be connected to the 12th house and should be connected to the 4th house. Okay. Now you found out that the sublord is connected to the 3rd house and the 11th house. What kind of result is expected?
Negative.
Negative. So find out the result accordingly. Find out when a particular event happened. Check your marriage date and find out which planets were activate on those days for the event to happen. But you have to start with the step 1. Then you have to see which planet is going to give the result for that. Planet sitting in the house and planet whose nakshatra lord is sitting in the house. Okay. So now you have to check. I will share a simple method and example chart in the WhatsApp group. You can check and we will discuss in the next class. In the next class, we will find out birth time correction, because these results are definitely going to be very, very difficult and different if birth time correction is not done. So remember one thing, astrology may or may not be correct, but the happening of the date of the event must be reflected in the chart. So accordingly, you have to change the time, that is birth time correction. 3 events should be studied with respect to the sublord concerning the houses. So I will share some predictions about childbirth and about getting the job, going to a foreign land, or starting a business, or getting a lot of money, and different primary houses. Their chart I will share. So you kindly go through them and come prepared for the next class. कुछ charts बना के लाओ और उसके बाद हम उस पर डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है. I don't want people to repeat their charts. I want all of the other students are going to share their charts so that we can discuss new things in the class.